Hey, this is Jennifer Dene from mindbodybride.com and you're joining me today for an 8-minute bridal posture workout. So today we're going to focus on strengthening the muscles of the back and the core to help elongate your spine and give you perfect posture for your big day. You need your yoga mat and a pair of light weights, and let's get started.
Begin on your hands and knees with your shoulders over your wrists. Round the spine, look to your navel and draw your pubic bone to your nose, and then return to a long flat back, lengthening the head away from the tail. Take one more cat stretch, and then return to a long flat back. Keep the elbows straight and just shrug your shoulders together and apart. Little scapular glides to get those shoulders relaxed and moving. Then keep your shoulders engaged, keep your abs pulled up and extend the right leg behind you, lift the toe from the floor and reach the left arm forward in a spinal balance. Alternate sides. Keep the shoulder away from the ear and keep the pelvis nice and stable as you reach your limbs away. Now let's add on. Left arm, right leg are reaching. Now round the spine and pull the knee and the elbow underneath the body and then re-extend. Try and keep your abdominals engaged. So you're pulling your belly button up to your low back. And as you reach, hand away from the foot, really extend those limbs. Switching sides, other arm, other leg, reaching long first and then round the spine, and from your core strength, you pull your knee up to your chest and you pull your elbow into your waist. Take this just one more time. And then lower the hand and the knee down. Keeping the wrists underneath the shoulders, extend your left leg back and tuck the toe under, then step the right leg back, and then lower one knee at a time back onto the floor. This is a little front support, so you're stepping the legs back into plank and then lowering the knees down. Start with the opposite leg, reaching the right leg back and then the left, and we'll take 3 more. This time step to plank pose and then lower your body all the way down and rest your head onto your hands. We're going to lift up the upper body, head, chest and arms. Anytime you're lying on your stomach, you want to press your pubic bone and hips down into the floor and pull your abdominals up towards your low back. Adding on, as you lift, reach both arms back towards your heels and lift your breastbone higher to the sky. Return the hands to the head and lower down. Inhale to lift up and reach back. Exhale to bring the fingers to the head and lower down. This time reach back and then open the arms to a letter T and place everything down from here. Lift everything up, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lower. This time lift up, return the hands to the head, lower the upper body down and keep it down. Lift both legs with straight knees, squeezing your heels together and lower them down. Don't try and take your legs very high, but reach them as long as you can, as though someone's pulling on your ankles. This time lift, open the legs as wide as your hips, squeeze the legs back together and place them down onto the floor. Even though you're lifting your thighs up, you're still pressing your pubic bone down into the mat to keep your low back safe. Now lift everything up away from the floor and begin to beat your heels together. So your head and chest is lifted, your legs are reaching long, and you're clicking your heels like Dorothy in her red shoes. Take a couple more beats and then lower the body down and sit back to child's pose, rounding and stretching through your back. So now is the time to grab your light weights, and you're going to make your way to seated with your knees bent. Reach your arms forward and squeeze your glutes. Bend the elbows out to the side, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then press the arms forward. At any point, if your weights get too heavy, you can simply put them down. Focus on drawing those shoulder blades together and keeping the rib cage pulled in. Let's add a rotation, so bend one elbow, rotate to me, and then the opposite elbow and rotate away. Keep your knees still and squeezing together, and feel like the crown of the head is reaching up to the ceiling. Take one more on each side and then place your weights down and straighten your legs. Your legs are hip distance apart, you're flexing your feet. Round your spine, reach forward. Now lengthen the spine up onto the diagonal, round it again and then roll up. So this is spine stretch forward with a variation. We round the spine, then you lengthen, pulling the breastbone to the corner of the ceiling, round again, then roll all the way up and squeeze the arms open. Let's do that one more time. Rounding over, lengthen, reach through the heart, rounding over and then rolling all the way up. Grab your weights and make your way down onto your back. The arms are above the chest, the low back is on the floor, and the knees are bent at 90 degrees. Turn the palms to face each other and then open the arms to hover above the floor and squeeze them back together. So this is focusing on your chest, but at the same time I want you to press the entire back of the body into the mat, trying not to let those upper ribs pop open. Let's go for one more time. And then lift the arms up and turn the palms away from you. Lift the head and chest and lower the arms down to the floor and return. So it's a simple upper ab curl. Reach strong through those arms, lengthening the weights away and pulling your shoulders down. Take just one more of these and then stay lifted and place the weights down. Take the hands behind the head. Press your low back into the floor and then straighten your legs away from you to 45 degrees. You want to keep drawing that navel down to the spine and we're just holding here. If this feels too challenging on your back, simply bend your knees over your hips, but keep the head and chest lifted up. This is a really strong work for your core. I know your abs are probably burning, but try and lift up a tiny bit higher for just one more breath, and then let's lower the head down. Lift the pelvis up and take the legs over your head for plow. Please keep your eyes up to the ceiling. If an inversion isn't comfortable for your back, you can just hug your knees into your chest. If you are in plow, slowly as you can roll your spine all the way down, dragging the ribs to the mat, and then bend the knees into the chest, and gently drop the knees to one side, and then to the other side. And take that gentle spinal twist once more in each direction. And after this one, bring your knees back to the center and hug them to your chest. And then lift your head up, forehead to knees, and wrap your hands around the front of the shins. We'll do a little rock and roll here for your spine, rolling like a ball. Gently rocking back to the shoulder blades and back up. Maybe trying to keep your toes from touching the mat at the top, so your abs have to work a little harder. And then you can make your way up to a standing position after this next one. So let's finish with a little bit of stretching. Flexibility is as important for your posture as strength work. So finding downward facing dog, roll the spine forward, then extending the back, lifting the heart up, pelvis towards the ground, extension, and pressing back. So I'm just kind of flowing through a bit of a makeshift vinyasa in a way. As long as that feels good. Otherwise, just hold down dog and pedal out your feet a little bit. Just listen to your body. Let's walk the feet up to the hands, forward fold, let the knees bend deeply, and then slowly start to roll up to standing one bone at a time. Place your shoulders back and down at the top. Shake out your wrists, and you are all done. Well done. I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and remember to come and visit me at mindbodybride.com, where you can download your free 14-day bridal workout calendar with 14 videos to get your body wedding ready in just 2 weeks. I'll see you at the blog.